Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Brzakala, and I am joined by the one and only, the lovely Shelob himself, Mr. UWSB, Robert Parker. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing lovely, Timothy. This is an exciting match. I hope it'll be fire and all of the cool things you folks say around Multiplex Fandom Fights.
True.
No, but for real, I'm actually really looking forward to this match. These guys obviously have similar storied histories when they came into the fan leagues initially. They've both evolved a lot since then, but they're both really solid Fandom players, and I'm excited to see how they go up against each other.
Yeah, both players, like you said, kind of an interesting story most recently. We've seen Eli trying to get to the that number one contenders match that happened. Fortunately, didn't get there, but he's still in the tournament at the number 9 seed, going up against Kaleb in the number 8 seed. So it will be pretty interesting. Kaleb most recently getting a win against Nazario. So it'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think this is going to be just a one-way match. I think this is going to be a very close match, and I'm excited. And let's go talk to the players right now in promos.
Hello, everyone in Fandom Fights. It is I, the Showman, Eli McCaig. Last time I was here, I got beat by Sandy, and I don't appreciate that. And we all know the outburst I made. And I apologize for that outburst. It was very unprofessional. But right now, I'm going up against someone that I haven't played since let's just say we haven't played one-on-one in a long time. That's Kaleb Koho. And we've had our ups, we've had our downs. And I really respect Koho as a player. I really respect him as a person, too. He has been someone that has given me opportunities that not many people have. So I respect him so much for giving me those opportunities. Now, going into this match right now, it is a make or break for me. This entire tournament is make or break. And I very much want to make sure that I get to the title because I haven't had a title match since I went up against Robert and he KO'd me. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Good luck, Kaleb. I am looking forward to this match, and let's put on a great show.
All right, so a year ago, I stood in the first round of the Summer Series tournament, the 3 seed, and lost to Cody Newberry, the 30 seed, in sudden death. And I sat out an entire 32-person tournament because I failed. 2 years ago, everyone predicted that would happen to me in the first round against Ryan Parmesan. Not only did I beat Ryan Parmesan, I faced someone that I am facing now again today in the second round, Eli the Showman McCaig. And last time, we were very, very young and very, very different players. And I can say 2 years later, I think Eli's changed a little, and I have changed astronomically. Last time I played, I wore a crown. I said mean words. I still wore this leather jacket. I brought the leather jacket back today because today it's about business. Today I'm winning this tournament, and this is the first match on my way back to doing so. Eli, it's fun that we get to play each other for nostalgia's sake, but today you're the first match in what will be my tournament run. So I will give you good luck. Have a fun match. See you at the end. Boatman, what do you guys say?
Koho is dedicating everything to this tournament. He's going to run through it. Eli, it's not personal. It's just business. Manners maketh man. Let's do this.
Okay, well, interesting promos. Eli apologizing for his past outbursts, but saying he wants the win. Then Mr. Koho saying that, reminding us all why Cody Newberry is the greatest Fandom Fights player of all time. But all joking aside, this is going to be a great match. What do you think of the promos, Robert?
Yeah, they're both good. Koho kind of emphasizing that he's grown astronomically when he went down in the seedings. Interesting to see how he spins that one. But either way, I'm excited to see this match. This is the 8 seed versus the 9 seed, so you know it's going to be a good match. I'm ready to see it done.
Yes. Okay. So we will bring in our players right now and explain how round number 1 works. It works like this. You are going to get 10 questions from 10 different categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions right, you get a bonus question. You got 3 repeats and a challenge rule for the entirety of the match. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Let's do it.
Okay. Guys, your first question is going to be in the category of Bond. In Diamonds Are Forever, how does Bond kill the Blofeld lookalike at the start of the film? Is there a Robert lookalike out there somewhere?
God, I hope not.
Maybe a small child?
Feel bad for him.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Eli.
I said strangles him.
That is incorrect, Caleb.
I think he shoots down his helicopter.
Also incorrect. We were looking for drowns him.
Drowns him. All right. Your next one in the category of Middle Earth. In The Return of the King, what item of Frodo and Sam's does Gollum throw away, which causes Frodo to not trust Sam?
I don't want to spoil anything, but this exact thing happened to you, me, and Maggie when we were together over the weekend.
That's actually true. Only it was a different item.
5, 4,
We'll let everybody
3,
speculate what that might have been.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Caleb.
Lembas bread.
And Eli.
I said elven bread.
Both are acceptable. So 1-1 as we get into the next question, which is in the category of YA dystopia. What city does Divergent take place in?
You know, thinking of things that have changed astronomically, both these players' hairstyles not the same that they were 2 years ago.
That is true. One is blue, one is shaven.
One is zoop.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. Good point to make. 5.
We'll see if it has any effect on the game.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Eli.
I know Koho has it, but I don't. I said D City.
That is incorrect. Caleb.
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. Caleb taking the 1-point lead.
Fuck Boatman, Chicago.
Your next question in the category of DC movies. At the start of The Dark Knight Rises, we see Gordon speaking at whose funeral?
Kind of a somber thought.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Moment of
That's
silence.
Sure. Pour one out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to Caleb.
Harvey Dent.
And Eli.
Harvey Dent.
Yes, that is correct. All right. Next question. MCU. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, what game does Janet play with a young Hope in flashbacks that we see?
What kind of games do you enjoy? Besides Lord of the Rings, Trivial Pursuit.
313.
313 is a kill.
Hell.
Oh, shucky darn.
Oh, shucky fucker.
I understand that one.
Do you?
4,
Oh, Shucky Darn? Yeah.
2, 1.
played it.
Pens down. We're going to go to Eli
Hide and seek.
and Caleb.
Hide and seek.
Both correct.
Alrighty, folks. Your next one is in the category of Pixar. These are movies based on Pixar comics outside of the PCEU. Your question. Who voices the mother, Laurel, in Onward?
This movie slaps.
Yeah, it's real good. Real good.
I have watched it twice on the Disney Plus.
What's that?
Haha. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to Eli first.
I said Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
And Caleb.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is correct. All right, guys, the next question is in Star Trek. In Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, when Spock tries to enter the engine room to restore the warp drive, What crew member tries to stop him, resulting in Spock Vulcan pinching them?
I like a good Vulcan pinch.
Yeah, Maggie has mastered it. If I piss her off, she just...
Does she also do the mind meld, or is she just still in apprenticeship on that one?
Still work in progress on that one, for
Okay.
sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I messed up last time. We'll go to Eli.
Bones.
And Koho.
Dr. Bones McCoy.
All right. Both correct.
All right, your next one's in the category of Jurassic Park. JP, what year saw the release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
I don't hate this movie.
Yeah, it's all right.
There are parts about it that are fucking stupid, but
It's no Jurassic Park 3.
that is accurate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Caleb
2018.
and Eli.
I almost definitely got this wrong. I said 2016.
Yes, 2018 is correct. So we go to the penultimate question in the category of Worlds of DC. How old is Billy in Shazam?
I noticed that this question isn't written with the exclamation point. Is
Ooh,
there a
you're right.
different film?
You might be thinking of Kazam?
Ah, yes. Yes, I do. I am thinking that's the genie one, isn't it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Eli
I said 16.
and Caleb.
I also said 16.
We were looking for 14. All right, and the final question. Give it to him.
Final question in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for The Wolverine and Logan? This is not a buddy cop movie, The Wolverine and Logan. I mean the two separate films.
No.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good movie, though.
Is it like a
Wolverine and
Fight
Logan.
Club? Is it like a Fight Club-esque like dual personality?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Let's get Fox at Disney on the horn.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to Caleb
Marco Beltrami.
and Eli.
Marco Beltrami.
All right, both correct. So we end round number 1. Caleb is in the lead. He's got a 3-point lead, 8-5, as we get into round number 2, which is going to work like this. It is the oh so lovely wheel round. There are 8 categories, not including spinners and opponent's choice on the wheel, and whoever's in the lead is going to spin that wheel. Whatever they land on first, they can choose to spin again, but you got to keep whatever you spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. You can devalue down to multiple choice, but it makes the points only worth 1. Everybody still has all 3 repeats and their challenge rule. The categories on tonight's wheel are Oscars, DreamWorks, scores and soundtracks, quotes, James Bond, Middle-earth, Star Trek, and Planet of the Apes. Caleb, you are in the lead. Are you going to spin first or second?
I'm going to go second.
Going second. Okay, so this is going to be the spin for Mr. Eli as I bring up the wheel. All right, Eli, your spin is in. And it lands on DreamWorks. Do you want to keep it or spin again?
I'll spin again.
Spinning again. And it lands on Planet of the Apes.
All right.
All right, Eli, I will give you your questions in Planet of the Apes. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
In Burton's Planet of the Apes, what branch of service does Leo Davidson serve in?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Navy, B, Marines, C, Army, or D, Air Force.
I'm going to go Air Force.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. Married couple Zira and Cornelius die in what film?
Escape from the Planet of the Apes.
That is correct for 2 points.
Tie game.
Tie game. All right. Your next question. What does Caesar draw on his wall when he is put in the facility in Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, his old room window, B, Will's face, C, an X, or D, a redwood tree.
His old room window.
That is correct for 1 point. Your fourth question in apes. What type of ape is Luca in War for the Planet of the Apes?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, chimpanzee, B, orangutan, C, gorilla, or D, gibbon.
This is probably wrong. Gorilla?
That is correct for 1 point.
You made that last one up. That's not a real word.
And your final question in Planet of the Apes. J. Lee Thompson and what other director have directed more than one Apes film?
Oh, God. Come on. Multiple choice. I'll know when I hear it.
All right, your options are A, Franklin J. Schaffner.
Wait. Yeah, okay.
B, Ted
Keep
Post.
going.
C, Tim Burton. D, Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves.
That is correct for 1 point.
Never gonna be president.
Literally, as soon as I said multiple choice, I knew the answer. I was like, no, wait, I know this.
Rip.
We give you 15
3-point game.
seconds for reasons. Okay. We are going to move on to Mr. Koho spin. The score is now 11-8. Eli does get his way through there, not letting up any steals. So not a bad spin at all for him. Caleb, this is now going to be your spin. I will bring up the wheel. Okay. Your spin is in. And it lands on Oscars. I wonder what you're going to do.
I'll keep that.
Take your time, Koho. Don't.
Got you.
Okay. Robert, will you give Caleb his questions in Oscars?
I suppose. All right, your first question, Fandom Oscars. How many Planet of the Apes films have won a competitive Oscar?
Zero.
That is correct for 2 points. Which Jurassic Park film won every Oscar it was nominated for?
Jurassic Park.
Correct for another 2 points, and he takes the lead with that one. Men in Black won which Oscar?
Best makeup or best makeup and hairstyling.
That is correct for 2 points. Disney animated films have been nominated for which Oscar category the most times?
Best original song.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them won the Oscar for Best Costume Design. What is the only other Wizarding World film to be nominated for that category?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
That is correct for 2 more points. Clean sweep of that category brings the total up to 18 to Eli's 11.
Yes. So we do move on to round number 3, which is the oh-so-lovely betting round. We are going to give you guys a category. You're going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points on the category. If you get the question right, you get those points. If you get the question wrong, you lose those points. Oh my, what a tense time we live in. You all still have all 3 repeats and challenge rule. The first category that you guys will be able to bet points on is MCU.
Koho, you know what to do, or are you deciding between two things?
Yeah, I have to.
All right. We will get bets starting with Eli
2.
and Caleb.
1.
Okay, your question in
Of course you
MCU.
are.
In Avengers Infinity War, which 2 stones are on Earth at the start of the film?
Koho betting 1, not going to let Eli dig into the lead too much if they both hit here.
That's true. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Eli
Mind and time.
and Caleb.
Time Stone and Mind Stone.
Both are correct. So Eli gets 2 points, bringing his total up to 13. Caleb gets his 1 point, bringing his total up to 19. So it's still a 6-point game. Robert, what's the next category?
Your next category that you can bet points on is in the category of Fandom Oscars. What would you like to bet in Fandom Oscars?
Oh, should probably high.
You know what to do, Koho.
We're good. Thank you for supporting me, buddy.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Caleb.
Dose.
All right. And Eli.
1.
All right.
All right, your question. How many acting nominations did the original Rocky receive? Excuse me, sorry about that.
How dare you?
Sorry.
Okay.
Forgive me.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Caleb.
It's 4.
Eli.
4.
Both are correct. So Eli gets 1 more point. Caleb gets 2, bringing his total up to 21. Eli has 14. I believe there is still a game, Robert.
We're still going.
All right. Next question is in the category of Marvel. This is non-MCU Marvel.
You know what to do.
Ominous.
All right. Bets starting with Eli.
2.
Caleb.
0.
All right. Your question in Marvel. When Eggsy fights Charlie at the end of Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle, what does he do to make the fight fair?
If Eli hits this, still game. Eli misses, that will be game.
Yeah.
Koho could draw a moose on his board for all he cares.
He wants those stats, though.
He does.
5,
He's thirsty for stats.
4, 3.
Repeat.
All right. Eli using his first repeat. And the question again is, when Eggsy fights Charlie at the end of Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle, what does he do to make the fight fair? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Mr. Koho. We'll start with Caleb for stats.
I was writing blinds him, but
It's incorrect. Eli.
I said takes off his glasses.
That is also incorrect. And your winner, Kaleb Koho. The answer was he puts one arm behind his back. All right, Robert. What a match. We streamlined this motherfucker. We are done in 25 minutes. This
That's
was
how
a
it's
quick
done.
one, but a good one.
Yeah.
It went all the way into round 3, into a bit into round 3. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. A good match. Eli did what he had to do. He bet when he needed to in that last round. He hit when he needed to in that last round. Koho, I think, bet extremely smart in that last round, keeping that gap where it was, not letting Eli make up those points and lessen the gap. He played very smart there in that second round. But also, Koho got arguably his biggest strength, a clean sweep. Not a whole lot you can do against that when you are when you're Eli going up against somebody like Kaleb who has a strength that is that solidified. If they're gonna sweep it, they're gonna sweep it. Eli did what he could, but Koho, I think, with both luck and strategy, combined them to have a very good game.
Absolutely. All right, so we will go ahead and talk to our unfortunate loser today, Eli. Eli, unfortunately, this does mean that you are out of the Summer Series tournament. How do you feel you played today? Any thoughts?
I could have played a whole lot better, honestly. Yeah. And a lot of the times when I went to multiple choice on Planet of the Apes, those are automatically my first choices. Like that Air Force one, I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I think it's the Air Force, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me get. And I heard Air Force. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So it was basically like, oh, I knew the answer. I just wasn't feeling confident. And then I have been studying so hard on Fandom Oscars. Like, I made a complete document about every single movie in each category. Like, okay, this movie got nominated for Oscar, and I wrote down what they got nominated for. I made sure that by this match, I knew what the Fandom Oscars were. It's just I never got it, so I couldn't. Yeah,
Well,
so it's upsetting, honestly.
With that being said, I mean, you put all that time into Phantom Oscars. Let me ask, just like if you had bet 2, was that ever a thought to bet 2 on Phantom Oscars? Maybe you can catch up to him, or were you just nervous about what the question might be? What was your thought in round 3 there of only betting 1?
After hearing the question, it was very much, oh, I should have bet 2. It was like the question was how many acting nominations did Rocky get? And I was like, oh, it's 4. But then again, it could be they only got nominated for 3 awards, so it could be 3, but 4 people got nominated, so it was up in the air. But yeah, and earlier in the match, I said this tournament was make it or break it for me, and I was very serious about that because going into this tournament, I was like, no matter what, each match I'm gonna have is going to be a retirement match for me. So this match against Kaleb was a retirement match for me. So because I'm retiring from Fandom singles, not Fandom teams, because I'm partnered with Dom, and I want to be able to keep on going with him. And I know for a fact that we can go on to become Fandom teams champion, depending. Because as of right now, when we're recording this, I don't know who the Fandom team champions are except for Mischief Managed. But yeah, I'm retiring from Fandom singles. Yeah, that'd be great.
It's me and Tuig. Me and Tuig are the champs.
I mean, I still think we have a chance. I think Schizo has a chance. But like from singles, this is the end. This is the end for the Showman Eli McCaig.
All right. Well, that was unexpected. But I'm sad to see you leave singles, but that is your choice, but I guess for sure we'll see Schizo back in the very near future. We've got a match for you coming up after the Summer Series tournament, so we'll see you back for that. But again, congrats on how you played today. It didn't go your way, but you played well. But yeah, we'll see you next time in teams. Thanks for coming today, Eli. Let's move over to our winners today, the Kingsmen. We've got Mr. Boatman and Mr. Koho. Before I ask how you feel about your win today, immediate reaction. Eli Boatman retires from Fandom singles.
Eli Boatman.
Eli McCaig.
Eli Boatman owns us secretly.
Boatman's a monster.
Eli Boatman heard that, he will drive to Wisconsin and cut the brakes on your car.
Yikes. Okay. Eli McCaig, how do you feel about it?
Honestly, it's weird. It's kind of weird to see Eli go. He was one of the originals. So to see him step back from singles is kind of a surreal thing to see. I mean, he's had a storied career, so it's kind of a bummer to see him go. But I mean, in terms of any other match to wrap up, I mean, it's kind of poetic that it's the rematch. So
Eli
gonna be-
and sorry. Eli and Koho are essentially two staples of fandom. Like they are kind of two of the most notable players who have been here since the original tournament. So it's weird to see Eli go. But to echo what Koho said, it is kind of that's poetic that Eli's last match is against Koho.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to see him go. It's like with seeing anyone else from season 1 of Fandom go. It's weird. It's like seeing Robert go, seeing even Jeremy go. Kane's been MIA. Like a lot of people from the first tournament are like just gone. And with Eli going, that it's kind of a weird feeling. But all the luck to him in teams. It's gonna be a fun ride in the teams division this year.
Yeah. So as far as the match goes, you had a great round 1, 8 points. You swept your round 2 category, and you bet where you needed to in round 3. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I'm always shooting for that perfect round 1. That's the thing that's just elusive. It's always right there. It's always 8 or 9. I'm gonna try and get the perfect round this tournament. But Eli played great. I knew I had to bet a little bit, and every time I heard the category, it was something that I knew, so I felt more confident to try and increase that lead. But I feel good. And I'm ready to take on whoever's next.
Yeah. So next you have the winner of Dominic Rizzi versus Ruben Colin. That is going to be an intense match. Either way it shakes. You and Rizzi, he used to be in your faction. What are you thinking? Who do you want? Because one is, like I said, old faction mate. You used to manage him. One is a bro Han of some sort that probably needs to get kicked off a few steps. What are you thinking?
See, I'm torn. I want both of them at some point. See, like with playing Rizzi, if I were to play Rizzi and beat Rizzi, that's like a big notch to put in my belt. But also, it's just I've always wanted to play Rizzi in a geek format. I've never gotten to do that. I think that'd be really fun. I think it'd be a good test of both our abilities and strategy play. But Ruben literally calls himself the Kingslayer, and he's never played me. So I feel like I need to play the Kingslayer to show him that nickname is the most weak-ass claim to fame you could ever make. It's like calling yourself the Icon or the Titan and starting your own league and then retiring in a member of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. He's not a Kingslayer yet. He will never be a Kingslayer. I would love to see Koho get to rent even more space inside Ruben's head. But, Rizzi would be an interesting match, too.
I already own real estate in Rizzi's head. I've started renting a bit of real estate in Ruben's head ever since Franz Obenhauser. So can't wait to see him miss Blofeld again.
All right. Well, that does it for today. Congrats on your win. We'll see you in the next round of the tournament. Robert, any final thoughts as we wrap this one up in a tight little bow?
I got nothing. Let's bow it up. I'm excited to see Koho face whoever is next. I think it's going to be a good match either way. I think Dom versus Ruben should be a good match. I think Koho versus the winner will be as well.
Yeah, so we will see that very soon within the next few weeks after we get through the rest of round number 1. This was the first match of the tournament. Thank you guys for coming and watching it. Up tomorrow, we have got Nico Suave Rigoli taking on Tyler Butler. That'll be a very interesting match, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you so much for watching this episode of Fandom Fights. For our winners today, Kaleb and Kaleb Boatman. Our unfortunate loser, Eli McCaig, and, of course, Robert, myself, Tim. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Fandom Fights.
Take care.
Bring in the dancing sheep.